So it's Fultz who brings up the ball for the Magic, trailing by 2.
And how about the 9'6" standing reach Bamba has? I mean, it's unguardable this close. Dunks it with such ease.
Here's Caruso. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Back to LeBron. And the dunk by LeBron.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. Greg, we're still involved in the conference system. Does it hold relevance as we're looking here at the standings mid-season?
You know, for travel distance, yes, and there's also some tradition at stake. I mean, look, that said, in a perfect world, you'd like to see the best 16 teams make the playoffs each year, but we've had, you know, imbalance in conferences forever, so that's not going to change, but sometimes change is just necessary.
How about quickly for the playoffs? Would you like to reseed and take the top 16s, 1 through 16?
I would. I think that'd be a great idea.
Going with an almost entirely new group here. Kem Birch is checked in for Bamba. Aminu comes in for Jonathan Isaac. Ross is checked in for Evan Fournier. And it's Carter Williams in for Markelle Fultz. The Lakers also making some changes. Morris is checked in for Davis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for James. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Boss. Here's Birch. Shot clock at 6. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And you know what? The work he's put in at the line starting to pay off. How about 78% on the season?
And he makes the first. Good on both. And here is Los Angeles now. Here's Caruso. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Kuzma outside. It's hauled in by Gordon. The Magic have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go, and I can't say I blame him.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And with the dunk contest and Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen.
And the former Utah Ute, Kyle Kuzma, can play either forward spot. Has a good blend, Smitty, of size and speed.
Yes, Kevin, but right now I prefer him at the 4. The reason why, he can stretch the floor, but he can tack a lot of those big forwards. And his shooting, it will be consistent as the years go on.
Offensive rebound. Lakers have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Here's Caldwell-Pope. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And now, let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to see which teams over the last month have been best at scoring points off turnovers. The Lakers, number 1. The Magic in 3rd.
And both teams have done a nice job of converting mistakes into fast break hoops. I mean, that is critical.
Ross with the steal, and it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with the foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Magic have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
And not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting, just about 73%.
No good on the second free throw. The Lakers in the lead. Caruso kicks to Caldwell Pope. Took him no time at all on that one.
And Caldwell Pope able to hit those mid-range shots consistently, but that's one the defense will live with.
Aminu, the pass to Carter Williams. Ross on the wing. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Outside Gordon. Back at 6. Back to Aminu. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Caruso, the pass to Morris. Off with the layup.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Carter Williams with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. So they take the lead.
Nice decision by Michael Carter Williams. Has that old school floater.
Here's Caruso. It's stolen by Morris. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Just 3 on the clock, and it's good on the way up. Caldwell Pope's got his second basket of the game.
All heart from Caldwell Pope there, using every ounce of strength to muscle that shot.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Lakers ahead. They lead by 1. 2K Sports, back in a moment from the Amway Center. We had a chance to chat with Kyle Kuzma, who loves playing alongside so much talent.
You know, for me, it's super cool just to learn, sit back, watch, but also compete against these guys. You know, that's something that I want to do. So to be around those guys and be in the foxhole with those guys is, it's pretty incredible.
Well, Kuzma Greg has certainly learned a lot, proficient at the offensive end, and adding more to his game every day.
Yeah, I mean, he's been focused on improving the defense and rebounding, and much of that is due to the players he's been surrounded by.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
And they have the guys to do it. Play to your strengths, and they can make up for some of your weaknesses.
So for the Lakers right now, Kyle Kuzma is out there with Montrezl, Nick Smith, then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and it's Schroeder in at the point.
Pumunta na
The
kay Late.
Lakers with possession here. The Magic
Di
getting the
ba
bucket.
sabi ni Betsalan, bibili muna kayo ng ano?
Schroeder against Carter
Hindi
Williams.
nagre-reply.
6 on the shot clock. Puts it up from 12. Smith, no luck. Orlando leading. And now Orlando on the break. Gordon's running. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
And go figure is right. Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Aminu. Evan Fournier comes in for Terrence Ross. And Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Michael Carter-Williams.
Take a look at Isaac here, just patrolling the passing lanes, outstanding at knowing when to anticipate that pass.
And here's Schroeder. His last outing, he had 8 points. To the right side. Here's Boss. Here's Harold. Unable to get that one. And Orlando will come the other way. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it'll be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
Very difficult game to predict. They are not familiar with each other. I expect to see a lot of in-game adjustments tonight on both sides.
Fournier's shot is off. Lakers trail by 5. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Los Angeles with another miss. And here's Fournier. He brings it up for the Magic. A point lead, the biggest of the game.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Here's Boss. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. Bombers checked in for Orlando. LeBron's checked in for the Lakers. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. It's stolen by Davis. And they're pushing it up. And the dunk by James.
A competitor in everything he does. LeBron with a strong finish.
The Magic have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far.
And for everything that Anthony Davis does on the floor, you can't forget about his defense. Still an elite-level defender. Guards multiple positions and turns away a number of shots.
Back to Fultz. 5 on the clock. Outside Fournier. All 3 off the mark. And Davis gets a lot of blocks without getting in foul trouble. About a 1-to-1 ratio for him in his career.
Incredible. And he's done a great job of learning how to go straight up, playing vertical. Gets quads, but doesn't get pulled out of position. Does everything you want from a defensive anchor.
Here's Fultz after the basket by Los Angeles. Knocked loose. Now, here's Bamba. 17 points for him last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
His shot blocking dominated the game. His 3 blocks really had an effect on defense.
Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead change. It's 6 already.
They grabbed their own miss. Hero and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Throws it down despite the man right in his face. A chance here for a 3-point play. Lakers shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. Terrence Ross is checked in for Khem Birch. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. The pass to Fournier. Back to Fultz. Eyes again. And he sinks the layup. Fultz has got the game tied up here for the Magic.
And Fultz isn't bashful inside. He feels at ease shooting in the paint.
James. And it's sent back by Isaac. Releases from 15. Anthony Davis with the rebound.
Off the mark once again. Terrible quarter for him thus far.
Kicks to Hero. Isaac against LeBron. Loads it up there for Hero. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
How many times have we seen this? Harold getting his point in the screen and roll.
A tight game here in Orlando. And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That's his third foul of the game.
And that's his third foul. The chance you take leaving him in with 2. Let's see if they'll sit him now until the half.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Al-Farouq Aminu. He's checked in for Evan Fournier. And it's Carter Williams in for Markelle Fultz. The Lakers also making some changes. Marc Gasol's checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Morris comes in for Davis. And it's Alex Caruso in for Dennis Schroeder. Lakers have gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. The try by James. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. That's on Al-Farouq Aminu.
Excellent at drawing contact. When LeBron is looking to score, he makes the D overcommit.
You know, Steve, one thing you admire about LeBron, how he shapes a possession for his team. He'll create situations where he gets a mismatch or helps his teammate find one.
You know, Kevin, LeBron will use his high screens to just kind of shuffle defenders, make them think. Once he sees an opportunity, he'll pounce all over it. You can see him do this the most at the end of close games.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Bucks. Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oakley was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his specialty?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
Now, here's Isaac. 17 points for him last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee. 6 to shoot. For 3, Ross. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Here's Caldwell-Pope. Out to Morris. Here's Caruso. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Gasol. And Bamba pulls it down.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
And how about Isaac there, making himself a big target. Tough to match up with him in these open floor situations.
Here's LeBron. And finished off by LeBron.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. 1:02 left to play in the first half. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Carter Williams kicks to Ross. Over Caldwell-Pope. No good from Ross. Los Angeles leading by 4. Morris, left side. Caldwell-Pope outside. Back to Morris. 4 on the clock. Pope loose. It's stolen by Aminu. For 3, Ross. Connects from three-point range.
When he gets a good look at the basket, Ross has no problem drilling a three.
Here's James. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
Los Angeles shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And both free throws good for James.
He's in attack mode, drawing contact now, getting to the line, something he didn't do at all in the first quarter.
Gordon kicks to Aminu. A 3-ball. The shot comes out. Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
And the NBA replay center, Secaucus, is queuing it up. And even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
Now they're going to switch the call. There is no doubt, in looking at the replay, that he got it off in time.
Well, when they decided to take another look at it, I know some folks don't like how replay slows the game down and interrupts the flow, but when you have it there, you got to use it.
And so it's...
Thanks, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. A competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. They were never able to get the lead above 4. They settled into a nice groove in the second quarter. It's now a 6-point lead, and they only need to keep it going in the third. What do you think, Kenny, about what we saw from the Lakers?
Well, I have to point to their efficiency on the offensive end as a key for them.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter is set to begin in just...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Moss has been sensational.
Oof. That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
And these weren't just putbacks and alley-oops. He was roaring to the rim and finishing.
Gordon and Bamba, the combo inside. Fournier out with Fultz, and it's Isaac in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. And Orlando has possession. 8-point game. Fournier against James. Offensive rebound. Bamba. Great D that time from LeBron.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That's his first foul. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile one block?
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for Orlando. Now Fultz. 7 points in the game. Here's Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
We all know Gordon isn't just going to lay it up. He's going for the throwdown every time.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. James outside. Back to Schroeder. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Moss gets the bucket.
More of a score-first point guard, but Schroeder doing a good job of finding the open man.
Fultz with the ball. He's been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. Outside Fournier. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. And count it from 19 feet away. Lakers leading by 7. Boss passes to Harrell. Right wing, down low. Kicks it out to LeBron. Here's Boss. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got 5 assists in the game. The Magic have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Now a timeout called by Orlando. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
Puts it up. Rebound by the Magic. Gordon's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. The Magic trail by 10. Fultz with the ball. Now guarded by Schroeder. Fournier pass to Gordon. He kicks to Fultz. Lets it go from deep. Another miss by Orlando. Los Angeles leading by 10. Here's Boss, and he stops it. What a pass to set him up.
Great leadership by LeBron James. What a pass. He's telling everyone, be aggressive, trust one another, make plays for each other.
Fournier into the lane, and the basket is good. Fournier's got 4 points this quarter.
Don't allow any room to operate. You know he's going to be aggressive.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
Yeah, if that was the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
And Orlando making a change here. Ross is checked in, and then for Los Angeles, Marc Gasol's checked in for Hill, and Kyle Kuzma's subbed in for James. To the inside, and finished off by Davis.
What a beautiful play, and it was great timing. Then the athletic finish by AD.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now, here in the third. Fultz against Schroeder. Here's the teardrop. And pushing it out. Here's Los Angeles. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Fultz, the pass to Gordon. Back to Fultz. Passes it to Ross. Just 5 on the clock. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up. He pulls off the Houdini to take that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. The Magic trail by 16.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And the shot is good. Fournier's got 8. LA's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Schroeder passes to Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
Schroeder, he's a handful, very creative running those pick and roll sets.
Fultz looking around. Takes a shot at the elbow. Here's Gordon. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Davis.
Wow, he got whacked on that, which shouldn't be much debate there.
For Orlando, they have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight.
Take a break. 2 shots.
Saan ka? Silipin mo kung bukas yung pagupitan, no?
Free throw good, Gordon.
And there's no question that Gordon is a talented player, and it's clear he wants to be a star in this league.
Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for the Magic. Michael Carter-Williams comes in for Fournier. Los Angeles leading by 14. Schroeder outside. Gasol passes to Boss. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And now a moment to check out the leaders in the All-Star voting. Balloting underway.
And this is really a fun time of year. You're starting to see which players are going to be in the running to make the All-Star team.
You look at Davis. He's among the top 10 in the voting in the Western Conference. The fans rewarding him for a tremendous season so far.
And I'm sure he's grateful for that. But, Kevin, I know what he really wants is a spot in that starting lineup.
And it seems like the anticipation just continues to build each year around this time of the season. Going to be a fantastic weekend.
The capacity at 7-1 to just survey the floor. You're not going to impede Gasol's vision.
The Lakers have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. The Magic making a switch here. Bamba's checked in, and then for Los Angeles, Morris is checked in for Gasol. Caldwell Pope comes in for Davis, and it's Alex Caruso in for Dennis Schroeder. Strange to see Marc Gasol shooting from outside. His game, Greg, wasn't always like it is now.
I mean, Gasol has added a 3 to his game in the last seasons with Memphis, and it was an immediate success. He became a functioning stretch 5. Early in his career, he was more likely to drag you to the block and just bruise you more than anything else.
1:12 left in the third quarter of the game. Boss passes to Morris, and Morris throws it down.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
There's a minute left in the third quarter. And here's Fultz. He's got 9. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's Boss. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Fultz against Morris. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Fultz is a menace inside. Superb at making the D foul him when he's this close to the basket.
He's made 1 and this one so far in the game.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Fultz. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Orlando. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Harold's checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Here's Caruso. He's still scoreless so far in this one. On its way from Caldwell Pope for 2. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. And the Lakers lead by 20. Now here's Fultz. D right on him. Count the basket. Fultz has got 13.
I just love the move of Fultz. No wasted motion, dribbles with purpose, easily getting to where he wants with the ball.
Here's Caruso over Aminu, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. We'll return shortly. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. A moment now to reset the lineups to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Markieff Morris is out there with Harrell, and it's Caruso in at the point guard position. Isaac against LeBron. Morris left side. Now here's James. He's guarded close. Bamba with the block.
The main thing you get with Bamba, imposing defender, shot blocker, alters everything in the paint.
His team is down because he's not shooting enough. There's no reason he shouldn't be getting more looks right now.
And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. They led the game at 1 point by 20. And here's the fast break. Carter Williams leading the way. They get the rebound. Got it, and the Laker lead has been cut down to 12 on the bucket from Aminu.
Relentless on the offensive glass, and then you love the finish.
Now here's James. Pass to Harrell. Lets it go from 14. James on the follow. And the Lakers lead by 14.
He's relentless at finding ways to produce. LeBron this time converting off the miss.
Now here's Fultz. He's covered closely. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. Evan Fournier's checked in for Markelle Fultz. And then for the Lakers, Davis comes in for Markieff Morris. And it's Boss in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. Fournier missed inside.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
You know what he did? He timed it well and did a good job of contesting without committing the foul.
The Magic trail by 16. Outside Fournier. That's tipped. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. In the
And what's amazing to me is how little James has lost athletically.
Now Fournier kicks his pocket. And they're on the break. Throws it up for Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Here's Carter Williams. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on LeBron James. Greg, after we saw top prospects like LaMelo Ball and R.J. Hampton playing a year in Australia, the NBA G League sweetened the deal to attract those blue chippers to this G League, which I think is a very interesting topic and a very interesting way to go.
It is. You know, I think the salaries now could exceed $500,000. Not to mention the endorsement deal, and they're on a single team that's built around their team. Certainly an enticing option for those who want to skip the college route.
Does it affect colleges, in your opinion, when they're recruiting?
Not at all. You're going to love your school no matter who plays for them, especially if you're winning.
Pass to Boss. Clock at 6. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Here's a look at the schedule for the Magic. On Tuesday, they'll take on John Wall and the Houston Rockets. Then on Thursday, they'll be matching up against Eric Bledsoe and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
Fultz is checked in for Orlando. The Magic trail by 20. The pass to Gordon to the middle. That's good from Fultz on the assist by Gordon. Fultz has got 4 this quarter.
I tell you, Fultz can turn it up on you quickly. Phenomenal at going into overdrive and scoring at an
efficient rate.
And Fournier over to help. The three from Davis. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Here's Boss. He's guarded by Fournier. Davis in the corner. Fires for three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Lakers lead by 21.
You know, as ice cold as he was in the first half, that's how hot he has been since the break. No one can match up with him right now.
Schroeder against Fultz. Rejected by Gasol.
The former defensive player of the year, Gasol, showing his stuff.
An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. The Magic have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting at even 50% from the field. Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. Ace Fitty Steve Kerr talked about how Michael Jordan steered his teammates into becoming better players. Would that kind of approach, you think, work today with players entering the league?
You know, I think you have to be careful, yes. But I think on a general, if you're looking at just a blank sheet of paper on how to get guys motivated, I think it takes the leaders, which it starts with ownership, management, coach, and best players. If they work hard and they see the blueprint that way, they usually follow.
Fultz against Schroeder. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
Boss gets the bucket. Boss has got 6 here in this quarter.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Magic have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Schroeder against Fultz. Steve, you look at the large companies being created right now by some NBA players like LeBron and Steph. Talk about the example that sets for kids who look up to these guys.
You know, Kevin, I think it's a great example. The reason why they are showing the next generation of kids that's taking basketball serious, that they're more than just a basketball player. They are prepping for life after the game is over, but able to do it while they're playing. That's just good basketball. Can't ask for a better look.
Schroeder against Fultz. Schroeder dishes to Gasol. Here's Boss. He's guarded by Fournier. 4 on the shot clock. And Fournier over to help. And it's Davis finishing it off.
He's really cooking right now. He's having a phenomenal half.
The Magic have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Here's Gordon. He's off on that one. James with some nice D.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Los Angeles.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats in terms of what a dominant hand he had. What a night tonight it was for Boss.
You have to appreciate the unselfishness. He kept the ball moving, kept everyone involved, really enjoyable to watch.
Both shots good from the strike. Well, players now, Steve, seem to have a lot more power to demand a trade. Talk about what that does for the future of small market teams.
You know, Kevin, I think, let's be honest, it makes it tougher for the small market teams. The one solution, I think, is if you have a team that is very close-knit, if you get the right superstar and he's happy, if you have a chance to maybe win a championship. That keeps those stars in place.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, easy call.
And the first one down. And Orlando making a change here. Burge is checked in. He hits both from the strike. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Ennis with the ball. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. First free throw is good. Los Angeles making a switch here. Morris is checked in. And he makes both free throws. Here's Horton Tucker. Inside. Morris, no good. Here's Orlando now. The wide open look here for Anthony. Hits the jumper in space.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
And the Lakers can just let the clock run down here. Horton Tucker, the pass to Morris. For 3, Smith. Drains it from beyond the arc.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
A chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony, a great team victory. What was most satisfying to you about the win tonight?
We just play hard. We just played for each other. The ball was moving, wasn't sticking, and guys made the right plays. And that's what we've been doing all night, all season, and I'm just glad we came out with the win.
Well, it was a great win, man. Appreciate your time. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David. Great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.